quick tour of India. Oops. Sorry. This is just the most typical street scene. It's in Old Delhi. It's outside my wife's family's home. This is a sadhu on on his cell phone. Never got off the cell phone the whole time I was around. We were there specifically for a wedding, my nephew's wedding. And one of the funny things that happens is in the wealthier areas, a group of guys come and they harass you for money. So what happens, and it's been happening for hundreds of years, is they will bargain with you to not give you a hard time during your wedding. So if you don't pay them or if you don't come to an agreement, they'll stand outside and shout obscenities and disrupt everything. So you have to come to some agreement or you've ruined your wedding. So this is after, I don't know if they were there an hour at this point, but this is paying them off, and this is them being happy and celebrating. It's a wild scene. But it's part of the culture. Indian weddings have gotten Bollywoodish. So every wedding, there's practice, dancing at the wedding. Huge affairs. This is just for the engagement party. This isn't even the wedding. Hundreds of people, incredible food. This is my wife and my nephew. The bride-to-be getting the henna painting on her arms. The happy couple, they are, my nephew went from India to going to university in Australia, getting his citizenship there, and then coming here. So they're both up in San Francisco, both in the tech world. No surprise. Doing great, happy people. The other part of India that I want to tell you about is we have a school in India. It really started almost the same month as I started this business. And my wife could see that the family wanted to start this, but they didn't know how to do anything as far as business, running anything. They didn't even have the education, just the wish to educate and to have something special available in the slums to kids that would have no other chance to have any sort of education. So my wife Amita took this on, and I'll have you stand up in a minute. This is slum. They might look like kind of high-rises. The family of 6 would have a room. That's the bedroom, living room, kitchen in the corner, flooding. This is the school. There are now 63 incredibly well-educated slum kids. Their fathers are rickshaw drivers, day laborers, people that make a couple dollars a day. There's nothing left for education, and almost 100% illiterate parents. So the school has been brought to this point of being a pure Montessori. It's a brilliant school. The kids get the best education you could get in the West. These are just the kids. These are the older ones, but they're still ground zero. There's no education. I mean, you have to start with, how do you brush your teeth? This is the rooftop garden that Bill and Mio helped raise money for funding. The kids now, there's like no trees. There's no open space. You can't see a plant. Nobody's ever grown a vegetable. These are the slums, and every square inch is built on or trampled on. So for these kids to be able to grow things themselves and then eat what they grew is an extraordinary gift and achievement. And without understanding nature, you don't understand life. New computer lab this year. Love these kids. Signing in at work. The younger kids having lunch. Learning, just learning. Even about the world. Practical life, learning to use your hands, and the basis of education. Anyway, Amita, would you stand up so the folks can see who has been doing this for 11 years now? It's impacting their whole families. I mean, if the women come for classes and education, and there's a healthcare system that's part of it, and it's brilliant. And these kids will have a future that was utterly impossible. They were consigned to just whatever they got, which is certainly no more than their parents had. So it's brilliant work. You'll be going in a week?